Hi my friends, and welcome to today's yoga practice. This practice is for anyone who might want to process feelings of sadness, emotional heaviness, or generally feeling quite low energy with the help of gentle movement, the use of the voice, and breath work. Make sure you have a bit of space available next to a wall. We'll be using it towards the end of this practice. And if you want, you don't need it, but if you want, grab a block or a large book, like I have here, to use as a prop. Let's get started. We'll begin in reclined butterfly. Make your way down onto your back and bring the soles of the feet together and knees apart. Rest one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. And as you begin to settle into this asana, I would like to just take a moment and to thank you for choosing this practice. Whatever emotions you might be going through right now, I'm proud of you for looking for ways to take care of yourself. So thank you so much for choosing this video. And I hope that by the end of it, you feel a little bit lighter. Begin to shift your awareness towards your breath. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest and your belly under your hands. With intention, begin to deepen your inhales and lengthen your exhales. As you keep breathing here, I'd like to offer you an anchor, something to focus on as you breathe. Let's all exhale here. And as you inhale, repeat to yourself, inhale now. And as you exhale, exhale here. Inhale now. Exhale here. Now, here. Keep using this anchor, repeating the words in your mind as you inhale and exhale for the next few rounds. Take another 2 rounds of breath here like this. And as you go through the 2 rounds, I'd like to remind you that you can come back to this mental anchor at any point throughout the practice. It's always available to you for support, especially if you find your mind wandering, maybe getting distracted by noises, or if you simply want something to focus on. Next, we're going to transition to a pranayama with an extended exhale. Exhale first to prepare. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep breathing here for the next few rounds, counting in your head. If exhaling for 8 counts is a bit much for you, you can always shorten the number of counts. And if at any point you feel the need to shift the position of your arms and legs, you can absolutely do so. Take your final round of breath here. Allow your breath to return to normal and lengthen your arms by your sides. Slowly begin to roll your head from right to left. Bring your head back to center. Option here to keep the eyes closed or blink them open. And with the help of your hands, lift your knees up. Bring your knees in towards your chest, hands on your knees, and find some knee circles here in one direction. And in the other direction. Pause the circles, hold onto your shins, and hug your legs in towards your chest, maybe lifting your head, maybe wrapping your arms around your legs here, giving yourself a little hug. Release your shoulders and head onto the mat. Interlace your fingers, place them on the right shin, guide that knee in towards the chest. Extend the left leg down on the mat. Find your Apanasana here, keeping both feet flexed or pointed, your choice. With your right hand, open the lifted leg out to the side. Keep the left hip grounded. Guide your right leg back through center and over to the left for your twist. And bring the leg back through center, extend it on the mat, Left knee comes in towards the chest. Use your hands to deepen the stretch. Open the lifted leg out to the left. Once again, keeping the right hip grounded. Option to have your right hand on your right hip. And bring the leg back through center. Find your twist. Come back through center. This time plant both feet on the mat. Lift your knees, cup the backs of your legs, and begin to rock and roll over your spine, massaging your back against the floor until you have enough momentum to rock up to a seat. Once you're in your seat, inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, twist to the right. Right hand lands behind you, left hand comes to right knee. Think of growing taller on the inhales through the crown of the head, and maybe twisting a little deeper on the exhales. Inhale, reach up. Gaze at your hands. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand comes to left knee. Once again, growing taller through the crown of your head and working on twisting a little bit deeper. Inhale, return through center, gaze at your hands. Exhale, lower your hands and make your way into tabletop, stacking your knees under your hips and hands under your shoulders. We're going to find some cats and cows here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, push the mat away around through the spine. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Find your flow here, moving together with your breath at a pace that suits you. Make your way back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands out in front of you slightly. Begin to shift forward over the wrists until you can drop your hips down into cobra, shoulders away from the ears. Maybe gently swing from side to settle in. From here, we're gonna start some spinal waves. Gaze up, keep the tailbone untucked. Travel back towards your heels and find child's pose as you get here. Once again, rippling forward into your cobra. And keeping the tailbone untucked, gazing up. Travel into child's pose, rounding through the spine. Inhale with a curved spine. Coming into cobra. Exhale. Balasana, child's pose. Flow here for another 2 to 3 rounds, really accentuating the movement. Pause in your child's pose. We're going to start incorporating a ha sound into this movement. To begin, inhale and ripple forward into your cobra. And as you travel back to child's pose, we'll find that sound. 3 more times. Inhale to cobra. Finding your child's pose here, bring the big toes together, knees apart. Balasana, arms stretched out in front of you, forehead comes down to the mat. From your child's pose, walk your hands over to the right, maybe stacking the left hand on top of the right, finding a side body stretch, forehead comes down to the mat. And walk your hands back through center to the left side of the mat, maybe stacking the right hand on top of the left, side body stretch. Come back to center. Option to roll your forehead on the mat gently from side to side. Slowly lift out of your child's pose and back into tabletop. Lift the right knee out to the side and begin to find some knee circles. Slow and controlled in one direction. And in the other direction. Great job. Step the right foot to the top of the mat, frame it with your hands, and when you're ready, lift your arms up for your low lunge. Try and keep the hips square. Another option here is to interlace your fingers and press your hands into the top of the right thigh. Release your hands, frame the front foot, and begin to shift your hips back for half splits, straightening into that right leg. Option to keep a gentle bend in the knee. Keep the hips square, keep the right foot flexed. Hips are stacked over the left knee. Bend the right knee, coming back through your low lunge, and step the right leg back for tabletop. Lift the left knee out to the side, knee circles. Reverse the direction of your knee circles. And step the left foot to the top of the mat. When you're ready, low lunge. Arms can reach up or press your hands into the top of the left leg here. Frame the front foot with your hands. Half splits, hips shift back. Travel back through your low lunge and step into tabletop. Tuck your toes and begin to lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Option to pedal your feet here. Maybe gently shaking the head yes and no to release tension from the neck. And when you're ready, settle into stillness. Gaze between your hands, bend your knees, and walk to the top of the mat. Finding your Ragdoll forward fold. Find a deep bend in the knees here. Relax your upper back, relax your head. Maybe bringing opposite hand to opposite elbow. And finding a gentle sway here. Pause the sway. Release your hands down to the mat. Root down through the feet and roll up. Nice and slow, taking at least 3 breaths to come to standing. Once you've reached standing, roll your shoulders back, palms facing forward for mountain pose, growing tall through the crown of the head. Bring your hands to your hips or at heart center. Shift your weight into your right foot and step the left leg back, setting up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach the arms out, gaze at the right fingertips. Begin to shift your left hip to the left. Right hand comes down to your shin, the floor, or if you have a book or a block, you can put your hand on that, gazing up at the lifted fingertips. Lift up through center, reverse your triangle, right arm over right ear. Come back through center, turn to face the long edge of the mat, removing your props. Turn the heels in slightly, toes out, setting up for goddess. We're gonna find a bit of a flow here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, working with our breath. If you'd like, you can envision gathering all the negative feelings you have on the inhale and releasing them on the exhale. To prepare, inhale through the nose and lift your arms up, scooping up all that heaviness, all that negative energy. Maybe you want to make fists here. Release. Exhale and sink your hips to goddess. Once again, inhale, scooping up all that emotional heaviness. Straighten your legs, making fists. And release. 3 more here. And inhale, straighten the legs, release your arms. Turn your left toes to point to the short edge of the mat. Right foot parallel to the short edge of the mat, so pushing through the outer blade of that foot. Trikonasana on the other side, reach the arms out. Drishti or gaze at the left fingertips, right hip shifts to the right. Bringing your hand to your shin here, to your block or to the floor. Lift up through center, reverse your triangle, left arm over left ear. Come back to center, turn to face the long edge of the mat, this time toes are pointing forward. Clasp your hands behind your low back, roll your shoulders up and back. Grow tall through the crown of the head. And on your next exhale, hinge at the hips, wide-legged forward fold with a chest stretch. Lift your hands away from the lower back here. Release them down to the mat. Bend your knees. And slowly roll up to standing, restacking your spine. Step your feet together and find a bit of wall that you can use for this next section of the flow. Make sure to leave some distance between your feet and the wall, keeping your feet hip distance apart, and begin to roll back down, head leads this time, until you come into your forward fold. Bend your knees and make your way into a seat facing the wall. Slowly plant your feet out in front of you and roll down onto your back. You can shuffle your hips slightly closer to the wall here and bring the right foot on the wall. So you should have about a 90-degree bend in the knee here. Bring the left knee in towards your chest and open it out to the side. Reclined figure 4 with a wall. Cross the left ankle over the right leg. Arms can be down by your sides or hands can be resting on your body. If the stretch is feeling too intense, you can always move your hips further away from the wall. And if you'd like it to be more intense, bring your hips in closer towards the wall. It's not a very graceful process, but it's definitely worth it. Sometimes when you're feeling sad and heavy and have some low energy for the day, you really don't want to do all the work for stretching. So in times like that, a wall is absolutely fantastic because all you have to do here is find the correct position with your legs. And the wall is going to do the rest of the job for you. Make your way out of your reclined figure 4, uncrossing the left leg from the right. For a moment, you can bring your feet onto the wall and plant your left foot on the wall. We're going to find our figure 4 on the other side. Cross the right ankle over the left leg, opening that knee out to the side. And find the position of your hips as close to the wall or as far away as you need. Uncross the right leg from the left, planting the right foot on the wall. We'll set up for our final pose, which is legs up the wall. You might want to come a bit closer to the wall here, bringing your hips as close as is comfortable. Extend your legs up on the wall, shuffling your hips into position where you can comfortably relax both legs against the wall. Arms can be down by your side. Begin to close your eyes here. And finally, let's take 3 cleansing breaths together. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Inhale to prepare. Filling your lungs and pause at the top. Hold your breath for a moment. Part your lips, sigh it out. One more time, inhale fully through the nose. This time, if you'd like to add some sound, you can. And one more in your own time. This is where I leave you. You can stay in this pose for as long as you'd like. And before I go, I'd just like to say that I'm sending you all my love and all the warmth. Sometimes life can get tough. So I hope that whatever difficult feelings you had at the start of the practice, well, Maybe you've managed to release and move through at least some of that.